You just finished migrating your app from React to Vue 3, and then you heard that React 18 came out with features like concurrent rendering. Wouldn't it be nice if you could reuse the same code across frameworks? In this video, I'll be showing you 3 ways to reuse your components across multiple frameworks. The first option is to use an integration library like Vori. This allows you to bidirectionally nest components within each other, so you can have a Vue component inside of a React component, or a React component inside of a Vue component. This works, but if you have components in both Vue and React, you end up locking your apps into consuming 2 different UI packages that can achieve similar results. Not to mention the other packages you've added to each of the projects and the added complexity of developers needing to know how to write Vue and React components, and how to integrate them. The second option is to write your shared components as web components. Web components are a set of browser features that allow you to create reusable components independent of any frameworks or libraries. Write your component once in a framework like Stencil to build components that can be used in Vue, React, Angular, or vanilla JavaScript. Unfortunately, even though web components are supported by all modern browsers, they are not fully compatible with popular frameworks like Vue and React, so you may have issues using complex data types or adding event handlers. Plus, you still have developers that need to know how to use multiple component building frameworks. The third option is to structure your page as components that can live as their own micro frontends. With this approach, you might have a single Next application responsible for the header, then a Vue app that's responsible for your homepage, and a Svelte app responsible for the footer. Then you have an additional service responsible for grabbing each of the components and merging them into a single page before returning it to users. This option can be really good for large organizations as it allows teams to own specific parts of a page independently of other teams' workloads. However, this comes with the added complexity of managing bundle splitting and global state management of components that are operating independently of each other. Even if all your servers live in the same place, you'll also be losing some performance due to transaction timing. Also, without guardrails, giving so much flexibility to engineers tends to discourage code sharing because every team can use their own libraries and design patterns. So there's 3 ways you can reuse code across different frameworks. Ultimately, there is no perfect solution for this yet. Each of these approaches will have their pros and cons for your own organization. Instead of adding the complexity of supporting multiple frameworks, you may want to consider migrating your code away from technologies that are tightly coupled to individual frameworks, and instead use technologies that are interoperable cross-framework, like vanilla HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That way, instead of supporting multiple frameworks, you can transition to new frameworks much faster. If you liked this video, don't forget to smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.